Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to this Taste Challenge. What do we have on the Taste Challenge today? Well, from 1890, Dos Equis Especial. Carta Blanca. I had just finished writing about Dos Equis when I was setting up the page. Sorry about that. Carta Blanca, Carte Blanche. Introduced in 1890 in Mexico. 4.5% alcohol, 142 calories. Oh, you can find canned versions of it, not too commonly around here. They sold them for a while, they didn't last. You can get the 12-ounce bottles, and some stores, not around here, but some stores in New Orleans have the quart bottles, 32-ounce bottles. Be about $2.39 for those. They used to be $1.99 for years. All right. Going up against, now I got to write Cerveza Dos Equis Lager Especial. 2 X's Special Lager. 131 calories, 4.2% alcohol. It's pretty light. It's like a light beer, nearly. Best by date, January 2020. It's got it twice on there. Best by date, January 2020. Dos Equis was started in 1897. Of course, this one here is from the mid-80s. The mid-1980s, you see the original Dos Equis up until the mid-1980s was the Ambar. There was no other Dos Equis, it was just Dos Equis is the Ambar. Then they decided to come out with more of a Budweiser type golden lager, so they came out with the Especial. So I think I'll be able to tell them apart, but it's going to be tougher than against Bohemia. Bohemia was so clearly unique. It was no kind of challenge. Carta Blanca, more like just a regular beer, as is Dos Equis. We do get canned Dos Equis a lot around here. You can get 24-ounce tall cans, pint cans. Of course, these 12-ounce bottles, you can get the 24-ounce bottles. Don't know about other sizes. So it's common, like I said. All right. Oh, yeah, it might help to pour some. Busy. All right. They're both made with similar ingredients: water, barley malt, yeast, cornstarch, hop extract. Then if you get on the Heineken USA website, and their Mexican website is Heineken Mexico or Heineken Moctezuma, that's the company they bought. But they'll talk about, well, hop extract is good to use because you can control the consistency better and all of this, and talk about why cornstarch is good and all that. All right, and they say we use great, wonderful barley. Oh, they're both golden. There's no real difference, no kind of head, so appearance won't matter. Won't have to be worried about glancing at them because there's no difference in appearance. As people say, yellow fizzy stuff, or in this case, golden fizzy stuff. Get this seat adjusted. Yeah, no, there's comic book boxes behind me. Somebody said, what's those bank boxes? Wish they were bank boxes full of money. No, and negotiable bonds, bearer bonds, but it's just comic books. People claim they're worth money. I don't necessarily believe that. I don't believe it at all, because people know I got all these comic books, and seems to me, if they were worth money, somebody would be saying, yeah, I want to buy them. I'll give you this much money. You know how many times that has happened? Never. So, and that's 35 years of collecting. 33 years straight, hadn't missed a month since May of 1986. I'm thinking about ending it though, because I keep getting issues skipped from DC Comics. And it's always detective missing. I think somebody at the Postal Service stealing them, to tell you the truth. But I called DC. Oh, yeah, we'll send the replacement. It always comes in, but they're going to get tired of that after a while and say, we're not sending anymore. I'm going to say, well, look, let's end this relationship after all these years. They're probably going to cancel comic books anyway. Marvel already got rid of Fantastic Four and the Incredible Hulk back in May of 2015. I don't even want to get Batman and the Outsiders. I don't like those team-up books. They're just putting Batman on everything now, you know, because nothing else is really selling. So that's why they started Batman and the Outsiders the first time in 1983, because they knew nobody was going to buy the Outsiders, so they put Batman on it. Then as it got popular, then they took Batman away and just made it the Outsiders, and then you know what happened to that title. Flacco's Beer Review says, sup, man? Oh, just doing a taste challenge. I appreciate you watching. Well, let's see if I can tell them apart. I think I can. Well, I'm not too sure. This smells very standard lager beer. It almost has like that. When I say that lager aroma, it almost smells like it's aged, like an aging tank. You know, they age them in those cold lagering cellars. And they kind of smell like that. Like if you go on a tour at those breweries like Anheuser-Busch or Miller, you go in that lager tank room. If they let you go in, Budweiser does, but you know, Anheuser-Busch does. I don't know about Miller, but I can't remember, but it smells like this. It almost has like a cold smell to it. It's hard to describe. Okay, so aroma is even. Okay, there's no difference. Now, can you go down to Nuevo Leon, Mexico, to Monterrey, this big, huge city? What is the second largest city in Mexico or something like that? Can you go there and take a tour of their brewery? I really don't know. I've never been to Monterrey. We drove past it. I could see it in the distance, like some of the kind of buildings, but we were going to Saltillo, so we didn't. And I don't think there was any brewing operations there. Saltillo wasn't really that big. I guess it's the size of, say, like Beaumont, Texas, something like that. You can pass through it pretty fast. It tastes kind of like Carta Blanca, meaning cereal grain, kind of sweet from that Mexican corn, sweet corn type flavor. This is similar, but it's less sweet corn and more grassy hops. So I think the IBUs on Dos Equis Lager Especial are probably higher. Are they significantly higher? I doubt that. But I think they're higher, and you can notice the little grassiness. So the Bohemia, the Carta Blanca, Carte Blanche, the blank check, it's the budget brand, I guess, and kind of like Sol used to be in Mexico, might still be. So you get a little bit of that Mesoamerican paperiness. Get that with some Mexican and Central American beers. Caribbean beers have papery note. It's odd. I'm gonna. Oh, which one's better? Yeah. Well, Sofa says, "Hey, Ron, Have you seen the new Dos Equis Mexican Pale Ale that's out now? No. I've seen it on the internet, but I haven't seen it around here. Will it show up around here? This I don't know. Years ago, we got the Dos Equis Roja, the red beer, the red lager. Great product. But other people were telling me, I never seen it. I've never seen it. When is it going to show up here? I don't know. There's no way I can know when a beer is going to show up in your area. Like people tell me, I live in Nebraska. When is it going to show up? I have no access to that kind of information. So it showed up here and it was gone. Okay. The Modelo Amber. There was an Amber Modelo. But I don't think I ever saw it around here. I saw it on the internet. They had it on their website for a while, but it disappeared. So I don't know if it was just a test and it failed the test. It's at my local Walmart of all places here in North Central Texas, but I have not bought it yet. See what I mean? He's getting it in Texas. Here we are, one state east, and we may never see that beer. Wasn't there a Dos Equis wheat beer also? Yes, there was a few years ago. Remember that one? It's pretty good. And then remember they had the Dos Equis agave. Remember it was like a margarita flavor agave cactus. Yeah. Just like there's the Bohemia, there's the Bohemia Oscura, the dark Bohemia. Can't get it. Like to, it's a 6%. There's the Bohemia wheat beer. Wiesen. I never seen it. Johnny Neely says, I love both of these beers. I may actually prefer Carta Blanca. It's such an overlooked Mexican lager, in my opinion. I'd love to try it on draft. Yeah, me too. I don't think I've ever had it on draft. I don't think. All right, so I'm going to call it. Maybe I like this one on my right, could be your left, my right hand side. A little better. But I'm going to call it a tie because I'm saying maybe. I don't really know. I like them both. It's a tie. They're both good. I think this is the Carta Blanca, though. He says, Dos Equis wheat, agave. Oh, my. Yeah. Yep. They had those. They weren't common. Okay. And the Roja, the red. Okay. So I'm saying this is Carta Blanca here. Carta Blanca, CB. It says 2 X's. I wrote 2 X's on that tab. X and an X. Heck. I see people doing taste challenges now. I'm not saying they're copying me because other people had done those before. But they'll put blindfolds or they'll get somebody to, in another room, do that. Well, that's the best way, of course. But, and then have them set them out and you're not in the room because if they look at you, even their expression could give it away. These work fine for me when I just put the tag below the glass and I mix them up really well. Now you might say, but you could tell you're keeping track. You could maybe do that, but I'm not concentrating on keeping track. I want to not keep track. See, that's the whole goal, to get them mixed up where I can't tell them apart so that I can try to tell them apart. I have no incentive to cheat, you know. Now, if I worked for one of the companies in a taste challenge, then you could get real suspicious, you know what I mean? But I don't, and I don't care. Now, do I want to win every time I do a taste challenge? Well, yeah, I always want to win. I want to be 100% correct. But that has never happened, and it isn't going to happen, and I'm not good enough at it. And I would say, if you think you're good at it and you could get it 100% of the time, get on the internet, start a challenge, do the challenges. You know, let's go, do it. Drunken One says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you. Sparky John Ellie says, hey, Drunky, chip, cheerio. JBM says, hey, Ron, what's your option on gun control? Just curious. My option? Oh, you mean my opinion? Well, it doesn't really work because you could smuggle. The black market will take care of most of that. But it's a state matter, really. It should be left up to each state. You say, what about the Second Amendment? Well, the Second Amendment was actually written to constrain the United States government. It wasn't written to restrict states. And in fact, no one ever considered that it did until the passage of the 14th Amendment in 1868, which was saying kind of disrupting the whole concept of the Federation of States. Anyway, so the 14th Amendment really kind of like, in some ways, sort of like destroys the whole original concept of the country. But that's like another topic. So, but the cut and dry of what you're asking, even though it's not related to a beer challenge, is I would say let the states and local governments determine that. But I don't favor it, really. I would rather see less control. Less control. Louisiana has pretty loose gun control. All right, but anyway, that's the answer there. Sofa says, not a Mexican beer, but do you remember a beer from El Salvador that had a turtle on the bottle? Haven't seen it in probably a decade. Caguama, you talking about? Caguama? Caguama, I think. I remember it. I only tried it once. I think it was at Trader Joe's. It tasted kind of cheap. I didn't like it too much. I like some of the other El Salvador beers, like, what were they? Ace, and then like a special ace, like the ace of spades on a card, something like that. Something like that. Most Central American beers I've had, I liked. I really liked, you know, a lot. Quite a bit. Okay, well, so I couldn't tell. Not only did I think one was really better than the other on these two beers, I couldn't even tell them apart. So I would say if you're going to buy Dos Equis or Carta Blanca, you may as well shop price, which probably isn't going to matter because they'd probably be priced the same. If there is a difference, it'll probably be minimal. You might be able to get Tecate cheaper. I think Tecate is not quite as good as these. I used to like it, but it seemed like it changed. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right about that, but it seemed like it changed. I don't know, like it deteriorated to some extent. JBM says, do you like Pacifico? Oh, yes. I think I like Pacifico better than either one of these. Heard what I said? I think I do. Flaco said, I like most Mexican lagers. Yeah, me too. They're really good. Yeah. Yeah, they're really good. Okay, well, thanks for watching this video production. John Cook says, what is my favorite overlooked cheap beer? I would say Schaefer. Not that it does me any good, because we haven't gotten Schaefer here in 20 years. And I used to buy that like crazy from 96 to 99. Maybe it was into 2000, but I doubt it. I used to get the suitcases, 24 count cans, $7.98, $7.98 for the suitcase. The Weekender, they called it, the Weekender. Loved it. Johnny Newley says, put guns in the hands of our teachers so we can put an end to these senseless school shootings and pay for any educator who does not feel comfortable carrying to undergo training. Well, it could help if they want to carry it. Some teachers do carry weapons. They just don't let you know that. You know what I mean? You say, well, that's illegal. I didn't say it wasn't illegal. I didn't say they should do it. I'm saying some do. I'm not encouraging that. I have liked most of the Latin beers I have tried. Pacifico is my favorite. Asian beers are more hit and miss. Yeah, I think you're right. They can be questionable, but I think Asian beers are usually a hit. Lime or no lime, says JBM. JBM. No lime. I say no lime. No lime. Johnny Neely says, Schaefer, one of my bucket list beers. Yeah. You'd like it. It's kind of ordinary, you know, but I just liked it, and it was cheap. I've gotten it in cans and bottles. Never did get it in on draft, but I got a bottle right there. Brown bottle. Cans. Schaefer Light. I can still get Schaefer Light, which is nothing remarkable, and it's not even cheaper around here. But Schaefer Light I can get. I'm not going to go looking for. I mean, I know where to get it. I used to could get Schaefer Light. Never saw the original ever. Oh yeah, so I've seen the original and the light. Like I said, we still can get the light, especially on the west bank of the Mississippi River for some reason, which is funny because it's produced east of the Mississippi mostly. You want to see what I bought today? Anybody want to see what I bought today? You got 30 seconds to let me know. If not, the video ends. 30 seconds, and then we shut it down. Down, down, boogie down. Down, down, boogie down. He says yes. And then Johnny Lee says, yes, okay. You asked for it, you got it. First thing is from a company called Golden Road. Golden Road Brewing Company of Los Angeles, California. I'm not familiar with them. It's a beer with fruit juice and natural flavor. 95 calories, 4% alcohol. Oh, it expires in 2 days. Well, I got to do this review tomorrow. Oh, and that's why they had it for 99 cents. Oh, well, it'll still be in the Best Buy range when I try it tomorrow. So 12 ounces. I think it's 12 ounces. Yeah. They have a bunch of flavors. I'm not really interested in trying all of them. But I just wanted to try this particular one because it was 99 cents from the Golden Road to Unlimited Devotion Brewing. And then another one I bought was Outer Darkness Russian Style Imperial Stout. Outer Darkness. Whoa, whoa, whoa. From Squatters. Brewers Reserve. It's a Brewers Reserve. Reserve. Best by June. Best by July 22nd, 2019. Out of Darkness. 10.5% alcohol. Are you kidding me? 10.5. That's like 1050. 65 IBUs. Is black as night in cold cellar like a Siberian winter. We hope you have as much fun drinking it as we did making it. This was like $5 a can, but for some bizarre reason, Mathern's had it for 99 cents a can, and there was no way, and I mean no way I was passing that up because I can use that for. You know what I can use that for? Stout Sunday. Don Neely says, I've seen those spike products. They seem to be gaining popularity around here because I see them everywhere now, especially the variety packs. Oh, yeah, it's like mad. And people will say, do you like that more than beer? I tell them no, because it is beer. It is beer. They always have to disclose what it actually is in the label. That's a U.S. law, United States interstate commerce law. So if you check the labels carefully, it'll be very, very low profile there. but it says it right there, beer with fruit juice and natural flavor. So I don't care what they calling it on the front, sparkling cucumber lime, whatever. It's still beer, okay? It's made with beer. It's flavored beer, all right? I was talking to a store manager today about beer. He asked me about beer. I didn't approach him. He approached me. And I said, have you noticed that every beer you can get your hands on seems to be flavored? He said, yeah, right, huh? Drunken one said, it's confirmed. This guy who lost his mind. I haven't lost my mind. You're wrong. Haven't lost my. It's going crazy. Wrong. If you could have heard the man just 2 days ago, if you could have heard him, man, you're going to call him crazy? Savor the flavor. Savor the flavor of outer darkness for Stout Sunday. Stout Sunday on Georgia Beer Reviews. Thanks for watching this video production.